So this is an excerpt from a story called If Only She Hadn't. The Christmas tree in the living room had too many ornaments on it. Sophia and her family had been wondering all day through the present opening and the meatball cooking if the tree was going to topple its way down through Grandma Helen's decaying wooden floors. Each time anyone, especially fat Uncle Robbie, walked through Grandma's oriental rug-encrusted living room, the tree would shiver, causing every ounce of Christmas merriment to be put on hold. The day passed with the tree remaining intact, and by the time dinner was served, the Traduccio family was no longer interested in anything but the meal. Pasta, 3 kinds, ziti, rigatoni, spaghetti. Manicotti, just bigger pancake-like pasta filled with cheese. Meat in ball form, in braciole form, and in Grandpa Tommy's special form. Salad with lettuce pieces chopped far too large for anyone to chew, and garlic bread. To Sophia's family, pasta in particular had always been a life source. It was as if they were gathering to eat pure gold at every Sunday or holiday dinner. Pasta was sacred and shared. It was what brought the family together. Sounds of spaghetti slurping through pursed lips underscored some of their fondest family memories. But Sophia wasn't in the mood for pasta on this Christmas evening. It had been making her feel tired lately. School was tiring too, and work was tiring, but pasta was tiring in a new way. Sophia couldn't remember the last time she ate a meal and didn't fall into at least 14 hours of deep sleep immediately afterwards. If she could stop it, she would. But the pasta and the toast and the waffles and the pizza, those longtime food friends, were revolting against her. "What do you mean?" There was potent judgment in Grandma Helen's voice. "I'm not in the mood for pasta tonight," Sophia said. The family took a moment of silence. They each bowed their heads. Mom and Grandma Helen held hands in a prayer-like fashion. The quietness from her family made Sophia far too uncomfortable. It was so unnatural of them. To break the hush, she spit out the first excuse she could think of. "I think I'm allergic to gluten," Sophia said. "Oh no," Mom groaned. "What?" Grandpa Tommy was genuinely confused. "Little bitch," Julia whispered. "Julia said bitch!" Nicholas stuck his finger out at his cousin. Normally this would have resulted in a timeout, but there were more serious matters at stake tonight. "What is gluten?" Baby Michael tugged on Aunt Lena's shirt. He had been speaking for a month, and he could already add the word gluten to his vocabulary. "Shh, baby, we don't use that word in this house," Lena said. "Unless you're trying to say, 'I love gluten,' or 'please pass anything with gluten,'" Uncle Robbie spoke up from the end of the table. "Because I don't even know what the damn word means, but from what I understand, it's a Synonym, Gabrielle corrected her father on this all-too-common mistake of his. "That's what I said. It's a synonym for everything this family loves to eat." There was a hefty silence looming in the space between Sophia and her uncle. His elbows dug into Grandma's Christmas tablecloth, while his pudgy chin rested upon his 2 fists. He looked at Sophia as if she had just said the Mets was her baseball team of choice. She had smothered the hearts of her Italian family with her hypothesized intolerance to their primary food group. Baby Michael, the poor thing, felt he had no choice other than to stop eating the pasta he was enjoying so much. Everyone else had. The whole family, all 10 of them, had lost their appetites. Were it not for this disaster of a dinner, they could have all gone on to eat too much dessert in peace. But baby Michael began to cry into Aunt Lena's lap. Uncle Robbie threw his silverware into his plate and aggressively excused himself from the table. Julia rolled her eyes. Gabrielle texted her friends. Nicholas played his Game Boy. Mom said a Hail Mary. And Grandma Helen and Grandpa Tommy squeezed each other's hands under the table. Their heads hung low. Sophia just sat there, aware that everything was her fault.